whilst after our first chat. So, like, what you've been like, up to? So,
Uh, oh, since then, okay. Since the first chat, it's basically been work for me.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Uh, I don't know if you remember, but in the first chat, I said
mm-hmm,
I was looking forward to starting my own project one day.
mm-hmm,
So since then, it's basically been along that line. Currently, I work in a blockchain marketing agency.
mm-hmm,
So so I work with a couple of crypto projects, and you get marketing wise.
mm-hmm,
So I also took a couple of courses on programming and coding
mm-hmm.
along the more technical lines. But yeah, I took a break from those, so we'll continue in January. And then it's basically a bit about work for me. Basically work.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, so tell me something about an uptrend on general. What have been like like your highs and lows being an uptrend so far?
Ah, Uptrennd. Okay. Well, I mean, for a while, I had to be away because I didn't like a couple of things I was seeing over there.
Mm-hmm,
But then I'm back now, and because of my busy schedule, I can't put out content as much as I used to, as much as I would love.
mm-hmm,
But then I still try to create one piece of content a day.
mm-hmm.
I'm looking at pushing myself and making it two, but then for now it's still one. But for the highs, I think that had to be during when the lockdown was fully in effect.
Uh-huh.
Back then I didn't have much I was doing, so I was all in on uptrend. So that was one of my most active periods there. And the lows for me has to be, I think, a month or two ago, the I think the team just took this laid back approach. Uh, Price was falling as hell, and the team weren't doing much. Almost kind of lackadaisical on their own part, and that's discouraged a lot of people I know. So that's pretty much like one of the lows for me there.
Okay. Tell me something in general, like what are your like thoughts on the downvotes and uptrend? Like, do you think they should be like half the value of an upvote? Like, for example, if an upvote is 2 points, should a downvote be like 1 point, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I think that makes some sense because I mean, with the stories we've been hearing of people arbitrarily using downvotes, I think it makes some sense to make it that way, so that even if they are used maliciously, they won't hurt as much. I think it makes some sense to do something like that.
Okay. All right, that's good. In general, like what are your like expectations of uptrend in general?
Okay. I think for the reason, even after I took a break, the reason I came back is because I truly believe in the uptrend technology per se. I mean, I don't agree with some of the decisions they make, but then
Mm-hmm.
one thing I truly believe is that their fundamentals is pretty solid. What they look to do, so I expect that in the long term, they should be solid. They should be good. I know they will do big things. I mean, if I didn't think that, I wouldn't still be there. But
Mm,
yeah, I expect them to do good in the long run.
okay. Okay, that makes sense. I wanted to know from you if you've been following the US elections, like what were your thoughts on Biden winning it?
Well, uh, never really been a political person,
Uh-huh.
but the the effect of the election, I didn't really follow the election per se, like some people I knew who were you get following it fully. But then my thoughts on it, I think both from the few debates I saw of both of them, uh, not really impressed by both candidates, both Trump and Biden. And
Mm-hmm.
personally, I would prefer, if I had my way, I would prefer a younger candidate. I mean, I think both have had their chances to do something in government and they didn't perform satisfactorily well. But then, being that they were the two options, I mean, personally, I do not like Trump. He,
Mm-hmm.
uh, a lot of things he says and does are just, they tick me off. So I think I would, if I were to vote, if I was probably an American, I probably wouldn't vote. But if I had voted, I think I would have gone for the lesser evil, which to me is Biden.
Hmm. Okay, interesting. All right. On a final note, like what are your, plans for the future?
Plans for the future. Oh well. Uh, knowing who I am, it's probably going to be a lot more work. I mean, I've been getting a couple of ideas recently, a couple of new things I want to go into and try out. So I mean, I'm still quite young, so I still have the time per se to try out a lot of things. So that's basically what it is for me. Trying out a lot of things. Some will work, some won't. And as we grow older, then let's start, you know, looking at building a family, looking at other things. But for now, it's basically for me just work, work, work.
Yeah, work is kind of important, especially during these, COVID times. It's like a welcome
Yeah,
distraction.
yeah. It gets your mind off a lot of depressing news all around.
Mm, fair
Kind
enough.
of.
Well, all I got to say is like, thanks for your time once again, and we shall, as usual, chat again soon.
I hope we do chat again. It's always fun.
Okay.